more than 2 million people disappear every year in our world. The vast majority of such disappearances are explained by quite natural causes: murders, accidents, or natural disasters. But sometimes there are incidents that cannot be explained logically, and which have remained on the list of unsolved cases for many years. For example, in 2012, the 911 Rescue Service received several disturbing calls from one man assuring them that someone was following him throughout the night. The operator kept in touch with the young man and helped him with everything he could. However, unfortunately, this did not affect the sad outcome in any way. After the call recordings were leaked to the network, a lot of hype arose, and people began to actively discuss the possible causes of what happened. Some believed that it was all fake, and the caller was just another prankster. Others, on the contrary, took the matter more seriously and began to put forward all sorts of conspiracy theories. Whatever it was, neither one nor the other were able to uncover the veil of truth and find out what really happened on that fateful night. The first call was received on October 30th, 2012, at 9:33 p.m. On his way home from work, the man dialed the rescue service as he was very worried. According to him, a strange stranger was following him around and did not want to leave behind. 911. What happened to you? Hello? I feel like someone is following me. I will definitely help you. Tell me, what is your name? Daniel. Good. Daniel, do you see who's following you? Man or woman? I try not to look at him again, but I think he's definitely a man. What does this man look like? At least approximately. Well, he's very tall, dressed all in black, with some kind of weird mask on his face. At least, that's what it seemed to me when I first looked at it. Are you absolutely sure that this man is watching you and not going somewhere about his business? Listen, I live in a private house in the suburbs. There's only a forest around and one gas station with a store a mile away. Do you think this idiot has anything else to do besides keep an eye on me? I heard you. Where are you now? On the street. I'm walking along the road to my house. I got off the bus about 10 minutes ago. Was this man traveling with you, or did you meet him at the bus stop? No, he came out of the woods, I think. At first, I didn't see him and walked forward, listening to the music. But then I had an uneasy feeling that someone was watching me, and I had to turn around. Damn, I'm begging you, call someone. I'm very scared. Okay, Daniel, just don't worry. We've tracked your location, and help is on the way. Stay in touch with me. I'll help you, okay? Yes, super. Thank you very much. The highway I'm on is the only road in the area, so I think it won't be difficult for your guys to find me. When Daniel finished speaking, he paused for a moment, and a gloomy silence fell on the line. Only heavy breathing could be heard on the other side of the phone. However, just a few seconds later, the man's frightened voice broke the tense silence. Damn, damn, damn. What's there? What is it? Hello? I happened to look at it. Damn. Now I'm not even sure if it's human at all. What do you mean, not human? Is there some kind of beast chasing you? I don't know. Probably not. He walks like us, but his movements are unnatural. It sways from side to side, just like a tree in the wind. I saw it when I was tying my shoelaces. Understood. Okay, listen carefully. Right now, I need you to get home as soon as possible and lock yourself inside. It may not be safe outside. Do you still have a long way to go? About 5-7 minutes. I'm afraid to run and provoke him because he follows me about 100 meters away, and at any moment he can catch up and pounce. Okay, That's right. Keep walking calmly. We need to buy time. The police are on their way. The dialogue continued for another 6 minutes. The rescue service employee tried his best to calm the frightened man, and he, in turn, continued to move forward and share his experiences. Soon, Daniel finally reached a residential lighted area where 4 private houses were located, one of which belonged to him. Since none of the neighbors were there, the man was still slightly tense, but judging by his voice, the fear was already slowly receding, and this was very encouraging for the operator. Oh, did I really come out into the light? If I live to see morning, I'll fucking sell it at home and move back to the city, closer to people. I'm tired of this shit. Daniel, everything's going to be fine, you can be sure of that. Have you reached home yet? Yes, almost. Damn. Where are the damn keys? I'm always taking them somewhere. Here they are. That's it. I found it. Before opening the door, check where your pursuer is. It is important to understand this in order to prevent attacks from the back. Understood. I'll take a look. Where the fuck is he? Don't you see him? No. This fool was walking along the road just a few minutes ago, and now I don't see him. For God's sake, where is he? Okay, don't panic. You need to open the door and lock yourself inside the house. The outfit will be ready in 5 minutes. 7 at the most. I need you to last this time. Can you handle it? Yes, yes, yes. But faster, I beg you. God, I've never been so scared before. Daniel, hold on. It's going to be over soon. On the recording, it was clearly heard how the man nervously fingered the bunch in his hands, looking for the right key, and then abruptly opened the door and slammed it from the inside. He apparently put the phone aside somewhere as the employee repeatedly tried to call Daniel, but he did not answer. Can you hear me? Daniel, are you still there? Say something? Hello? I'm sorry. I locked all the windows. He's still nowhere to be seen. He probably took off. This is very good news. Whoever it was, you scared them off. Congratulations. Thank you. Damn, I don't even know what to say. You've been very helpful. Is it the police? Yes, your guys have arrived. I've never been so happy about cops in my life. Well, Daniel, since everything is in order, I have to say goodbye to you. I'm glad everything worked out. And I'm so glad. Okay, I'm going to open the door. Goodbye, and thanks again. No problem. Good night to you. According to the memoirs of one of the policemen, my colleague and I arrived at the place of the call at 21:50 and got there relatively quickly. Given the fact that the house was quite far away, outside the city, and we had to drive along a winding highway for about 13 miles. When I arrived at the only house with the lights on, I got out of the car with my partner and then went to the front door and knocked on it. A young guy, about 26 years old, opened the door and introduced himself as Daniel. He said that someone was following him on the way home, but we couldn't figure out who it was. The description looked like a human. 2 arms, 2 legs, black clothes, and so on. However, the man tried in every possible way to assure us that it was not a man at all, or even an animal. At first, I thought the guy was out of his mind and maybe under some kind of substances. But during the initial examination, I realized that this was not the case at all. Daniel behaved quite adequately and really believed in what he was saying. Therefore, my colleague and I decided to inspect the entire perimeter and check if there was a suspicious stranger nearby. We climbed along the houses for about 20 minutes, if not 30, but we couldn't find anyone. There was a hunch that it was still some kind of animal, which probably disappeared into the forest immediately after it came out to the residential area. Having voiced this version to the owner of the house, we, as expected, drew up a protocol and then got into the car with our partner and drove back to the city. I haven't been there since, and unfortunately, I don't know all the details. But I can say one thing. That guy was definitely telling the truth and knew he was in danger. But despite all our efforts, we were still unable to help him. The second call was received on October 30th, 2012. Time, 23:17. Daniel redialed the rescue service and accidentally got on the same operator with whom he had spoken earlier. This time, the man was even more scared because, according to him, the pursuer was already near the house and, without embarrassment, was staring out the windows. 911. What happened to you? I think I talked to you a few hours ago. This is Daniel. Yes, I remember you. Daniel, what happened? That thing. She's stalking me again. Are you talking about the beast that disappeared into the forest? It's not a beast, damn it. Why don't you believe me? Okay, calm down. I believe you. Who do you think it could be? I don't know. Damn. This is some kind of nightmare. Daniel, you need to calm down immediately. Pull yourself together. There is no way to panic now. It will only hurt. Okay, that's it. Understood. Well, that's great. Tell me again, what does he look like? As a human being. Only the arms and legs are much longer than those of ordinary people. And the son of a bitch himself is about 2.5 meters tall, at least. Understood. And where is he now? It's on the road, right in front of my house. A bastard is looking out the windows. He's looking for me along the way. So, the first thing you need to do is arm yourself. Do you have firearms or knives at home? Yes, there are knives. In the kitchen. Awesome, take one, but don't go too close to the window so you won't be noticed. Okay, I'll try. Damn, what kind of attack is this? After these words, the man slowly moved into the kitchen while listening to the encouraging words of the employee that everything would be fine. For the next few minutes, there was deathly silence on the line from the caller, as if the call had been paused. Only occasionally nervous breathing and a barely perceptible rustle could be heard, meaning that Daniel was not standing still and was slowly moving around the house, holding the phone in his hands. In an instant, there was a sharp click in the receiver, followed by a startled cry, after which it became very clear that something had gone wrong. Hello, Daniel. What's the matter with you? This thing seems to have knocked out the lights in the entire area. I can't see a damn thing. The house is as dark as a cave. Understood. Do you have a flashlight on your phone? If so, turn it on. Yes, I think there is. That's it. I turned it on. Great. Now it will be easier for you to navigate in the dark. Do you know where the stalker is now? No, but I saw how fast it was moving down the street. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't run away from him. You won't have to. I have already duplicated all the necessary information to the police. They'll be here soon. Holy shit! What do you want from me, you bastard? Daniel, what's going on in there? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? It's by the window. Have you been noticed? Yeah. Damn. It wasn't a mask. It was his face. It smiles and devours me with its gaze. For God's sake, send someone already. Sir, a police squad is on their way to you. I need you to hold on for a few more minutes. Can you handle it? Sir, a police squad is on their way to you. I need you to hold on for a few more minutes. Can you handle it? Sir? Hello? Go away. Go away. Daniel, what is it? What happened? This creature is trying to open the door and pull the handle. God, it won't stop at anything. Okay, listen to me carefully. Hurry up to the second floor and lock yourself in your room. The staff will be here any minute. At that very moment, the sound of broken glass and other small noises could be clearly heard on the recording. Apparently, it was a stalker who easily entered the house through the kitchen window and began to look for his victim. Meanwhile, the guy did not lose his head and, following the advice of the operator, immediately ran into one of the rooms. The second floor, after which he propped up the door with a pedestal and got in touch again. I'm in the bedroom. I locked the door, but I'm afraid it won't last long. The monster is already in the house. He broke the window and climbed inside. What should I do? Understood you. Daniel, I've just been informed that the police will arrive in exactly 3 minutes. Hide under the bed and be as quiet as possible. We don't need you to be noticed. Damn, I can hear his footsteps in the hallway. He's coming to my door. Sir, we need to buy some time for you. Let's play a game. It's called a knock. Okay? I will ask you questions. If the answer is yes, tap your finger on the phone once. If the answer is no, then you knock twice. Okay? Did he kick down the door to your room? Is he already inside? Okay, Daniel. Do you see his legs? So, it's still a person, right? So it's some kind of animal, right? I don't understand anything. Does he see you? Sir? Sir, are you there? Hello! They could not find those terrible events. It was only when examining the second floor that one of the policemen found a mobile phone still working on the bedroom floor, from which Daniel had once called 911. The man himself was reported missing, as no one had ever seen him after that fateful night.